Very well. Now let us go to the last session of our MCQ. A few more MCQs I have taken so that we will be able to solve any kind of question in JEE Mains. The focal chord to the parabola y squared equal to 16x is a tangent to x minus 6 whole squared, x minus 6 whole squared plus y squared equal to 2. Of course, you understand this is a circle. So, one of the tangents of y squared equal to 16x and it's a focal chord is also tangent to this circle. So, we are discussing the focal chord. So, focal chord, let us assume, let straight line y equal to mx plus c be the focal chord. From the equation of parabola, we get 4a equal to 16, in other words, a equal to 4. So, focus has coordinates 4, 0. So, which means I get 4m plus c is 0 or c is negative 4m. c is negative 4m. So, I can modify the equation of focal chord as mx minus y minus 4m to be 0. So, this is the focal chord. So, I hope you all can understand. Y equal to mx plus c is any straight line. To make it focal chord, what I do, I am substituting 4, 0, getting the constant as minus 4m and modifying the equation of straight line. Mx minus y minus 4m equal to 0. Now, this line has to be tangent to the circle. And remember, let me draw a very simple representative diagram so that you know the concept. Perpendicular distance and radius, they must be equal. And radius for the given circle is square root of 2 because RHS is r square. RHS happens to be r square. Radius is root 2. So, apply the perpendicular distance formula. To do that, you should know the center of circle, which is obvious from the given equation. It is x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared. Because y minus k whole squared is y squared only, y coordinate of center is 0. X minus 6 whole square conveys meaning x coordinate of center to be 6. So, what about the perpendicular distance of this line from 6, 0? I get 6m minus 0 minus 4m divided by square root of m squared, coefficient of x squaring, and coefficient of y I have squared, and it is equal to root 2 over 2. That is the radius. Well, so we can get the value of m by squaring both sides. So, 6m minus 4m is 2m. So, 2m is squared. Multiply across, you get root 2 squared and square root alone goes. So, it is m square plus 1. So, I get 4m squared is 2m squared plus 2. In other words, I get 2m squared equal to m squared equal to 1. So, you get m value either plus 1 or minus 1. So, you can very well decide the option as A. A conveys that option. The two roots are plus 1 and minus 1 only. So, very simply it was done. All you need to know is a focal chord, it's a straight line. passes through 4 comma 0, modifies constant c as minus 4m, and you get perpendicular distance is equal to radius, which is the concept from circle. You combine it. Okay. So this is one good variety of question combining two conics what we learnt so far. Let's move on to the other question. Question number 2. The axis of a parabola is y equal to x. So this conveys a very good idea. The axis of parabola is the straight line y equal to x, whereas we students are already familiar with the parabola with either x-axis or y-axis. In the case of extended varieties, you are familiar with the line parallel to x-axis or a line parallel to y-axis. Whereas here y equal to x, let me draw roughly this situation, y equal to x. A line, you know, all of you know very well, inclined at 45 degrees, inclined at 45 degree to x-axis. And he has given you two clues. The vertex and focus are at distances root 2 from origin. From origin, let me mark the two distances. Okay, vertex and focus. So he has given you the clue. Origin to vertex is root 2 units. Origin till focus is 2 root 2 units. Okay, and the angle you know very well, it is 45. So I think students can easily find out what is the x coordinate and y coordinate for the vertex also, for focus also. Okay, very simple. The x coordinate happens to be, what is that? Root 2 cos 45 and root 2 sin 45. So in other words, it is just 1 comma 1. That is the vertex. Vertex is 1 comma 1. How it is 1 comma 1? Cos 45, sin 45, the values each 1 by root 2. So root 2 times 1 by root 2 gives 1 comma 1. Similarly, I hope the focus also can be worked out very easily. So it is 2 root 2 cos 45 degrees. 2 root 2, sin 45 degrees. So it is very easily 2 comma 2. So vertex I got 1 comma 1, focus I got 2 comma 2. Well, so if this is the axis, the directrix is definitely perpendicular. Okay, directrix has to be perpendicular. And we know another important property, vertex is midpoint between focus and directrix. And one of midpoint is 1 comma 1, other end is 2 comma 2. Midpoint is 1 comma 1, one end is 2 comma 2. So what is the other end? You can easily judge it is 0 comma 0. Because of the midpoint formula, I told you in one of the previous sessions, multiply by 2, subtract the x coordinate of one end. Multiply by 2 the midpoint and subtract the other y coordinate of the other end. So you get 0 comma 0. So you will understand directrix is a line perpendicular to the axis passing through origin. So we understand the directrix equation also very well. It is y equal negative x because it is perpendicular to the 45-degree line. So we can easily see the slope is minus 1 because the slope is negative, tan of 135 degrees, which is minus 1. So y equal to minus x. So that way, once we are able to get the equation of directrix and focus equation, the coordinate as 2, 2. Okay. How many of you remember we studied in the first theory session the very definition of parabola is PF equal PM. So I told you equation PF squared equal to PM squared itself will give the equation of parabola, which is not the basic type. This is the most general type of parabola. Well, what is P here? Any point on the parabola having coordinates x comma y. So what is PF squared? Very simple, x minus 2 the whole squared, y minus 2 the whole squared, sum it. And what about the PM D formula? So it is x plus y divided by square root of 1 square plus 1 square. PM to be squared also. Well, so I am bringing this root 2 squared 2 multiplied with LHS on the other side. Okay. So I can get the answer 2 times of, let me expand the x minus 2 whole squared and y minus 2 whole squared. So what I get is 2 times of x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus y squared minus 4y plus 4. What is the RHS we get? It has to be x plus y the whole squared only. X squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Okay. So now it is an easy job to algebraically collect all the terms to one side and judge the equation. It is I think easily discovered. What I am going to do, collect x square, 2x squared and 1x squared makes 1x squared on LHS. Similarly, 2y squared, 1y squared, collecting it on left side becomes 1y squared. And there is no xy term on the left, but there is one xy term on the right. I can bring it to the left. So I get negative 2xy. Okay, so it helps you study the options, either option A or C. Both of them have LHS, x minus y the whole squared. And you understand this is nothing but expansion of x minus y whole squared. That means it is best to take other terms, transpose the other terms to RHS. So what are the other terms? X term is minus 8x transposed to RHS. Similarly, y term transposed is positive 8y, negative 8y on the left side. And similarly, we get 4 plus 4, 8, 8 multiplied by 2 outside, 16 transposed to RHS, which is negative 16. So take 8 common, you get x plus y minus of 2. X plus y minus of 2 on the right side, x minus y the whole squared on the left side. So it is very much available in option A itself. So is that clear? So this is in my opinion, this is a good exercise for you. You have discovered a non-basic type, non-basic standard type, not even the extended basic type. Axis goes inclined, directrix is another inclined line. You have some clue about vertex and focus. You prepare clue about directrix and then go for the basic conceptual equation PF squared equal to PM squared. You get the equation of parabola. Okay, we'll pass on to question number 3. The equation of common tangent. There are two parabolas given there. Y equal to x square. Let us write it as x square is equal to y, because that is the basic format. Or I am going to make it still better, 4ay. So what is the a there? It is 1y only, so it has to be 4 times of 1 by 4 of y. So we get the a value here 1 by 4, and you know the parabola nature, it is upward parabola. Okay. So to give you a rough geometrical idea, this is the upward parabola y equal to x square. Let me just make it smoothly upward with value of a 1 by 4, and there is one more parabola given to you. The other parabola given to you is y equal negative of x square plus 4x minus of 4. How do I understand this? If I take minus common, I get x square minus of 4x plus 4. These three terms form a perfect square. Okay, so put it in proper format. I get the understanding x minus 2 the whole squared is minus of y, which means 4 times 1 by 4 of y. So this is the proper form, and this is a downward parabola. X minus 2 the whole squared is minus 4 times 1 by 4 times y. So you can understand the vertex of this parabola. Vertex is not origin x minus h whole squared, y you can know it is y minus 0 only. So 2 comma 0 is the vertex. So let us just assume this 2 comma 0 is the vertex, and from there it is the downward parabola. So this is the geometrical understanding you should develop before solving any kind of an advanced level or other level 2 type of question. Develop a geometrical idea. If you develop geometrical idea, let me tell you, without any pen and paper work, I can tick the correct option immediately right now. Right now I can say the correct option is A. I want the students to understand why suddenly I jumped on to the correct answer. Well, we are interested in common tangent, is it not? So where lies the common tangent? Where common tangent is possible? Can you make common tangent on this side? No. Whenever if you try to draw common tangent, it will cut across the parabola, it will not become tangent to x squared equal to y parabola. Not possible. Okay. So only common tangent possible on the left side of the parabola, downward parabola. So if I draw any tangent over here, and if I want it to be also tangent to the first parabola, okay, some zigzag type, but I have somehow managed. Okay, do you see? So definitely one thing is sure, I have slope positive. Slope positive, that's all the idea I need. From options A, B, C and D, which slope is positive, you yourself know. Second option is y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 is x-axis. Okay. So x-axis is, it is a common tangent, well, but it is trivial, so we are not choosing y equal to 0. We are not choosing it because it is, we say, trivial. The tangent at vertex, usually we consider it the trivial case. The other one, the option C, y equal to minus 4 times x, which means slope is negative, so it is not possible. And fourth option also has y equal to negative 30x, negative slope, not possible. So the only option possible is option A. Well, the questions, the students may be left wondering, sir, why you should just leave it as option A, why not B? Why can't it be trivial, sir? This also, exactly, this is 4. You understood this is slope is positive. Possibly if the constant term is wrong, then what we will do? Okay. So for that sake, I will solve. Let me solve. What is the condition of tangency? I think the last theory class I showed you for all the 4 cases, what is the tangency condition of line y equal to mx plus c. First take up the upward parabola, standard type. So for the upward parabola, I told you c is minus am squared. I told you the reason also, because the y-intercept should be negative. Done. So substitute. So y equal mx minus am squared is the equation of, you can assume this to be equation of tangent for the parabola. Now this has to be tangent to this parabola also. Very simple, because y equal to mx minus am square, y is available, so this y can be connected with this y already. Alright, yes, let us proceed. A value also you already know, I'm sorry, I didn't substitute. Let me substitute and complete that part. A is 1 by 4, so I get m square by 4. Okay, now connect it here. So by connecting it here, what I get, in place of y, I substitute mx minus m square by 4 equal negative x square plus 4x minus of 4. Done. Now take the LCM. 4mx minus m square, m square multiply across 4 times of the terms here. So that gives you minus 4x square plus 16x minus of 16. Okay, collect all the terms on the left side. 4x squared, there are 2 x terms, do you observe? 16 and 4m. So it is 4m minus 16 of x. What about the constants left out? Minus m squared, it's already on the left side. Okay, minus 16 I am transposing to the left, so positive 16 minus m squared gives 0. So this is the quadratic of x. We have developed a quadratic equation in x. We are interested in getting a tangent, which means the solution for x is unique. So there is no 2 root, it has to be a singular point, which means roots are equal, which means discriminant must be 0. Applying condition discriminant is 0, what do we need to get discriminant? We need A, we need B, we need C. A coefficient of x square, B coefficient of x and constant. And we are going to apply the condition B squared equal 4AC. So you get 4m minus 16. Let me take 4 common out. 4 square m minus 4 square equal to 4 A. C is 16 minus m square. So I can cancel off 4 square with 4 and 4. I get m squared minus 8m plus 16. RHS 16 minus m square. I am able to cancel the 16s also. Cancelling off the 16s, I am able to get 2m square minus 8m is 0. And cancelling off the m's one factor, I get m is 8 by 2, m is equal to 4. We are able to confirm m is 4. So this is what I said, slope is positive and slope is equal to 4. That was there in first option. So if m is 4, now your job is easy. I am able to get the value of constant c also. That completes the question. What is the value of c? Then value of c is negative am square. What is the a value? 1 by 4. And m square is 4 square. So the answer is negative 4. Okay. Now you can see whatever we expected is the correct answer. Y equal to 4x minus of 4. That is option A. So that's what was already expected. Okay. This much solving was actually not intentional. It was not required for MCQ. If I were writing an exam, I would have ticked option A and proceeded. Okay. But in order to clarify, it is not the trivial case. This one, 4x minus 4 is the correct answer. I have gone to elaborate solution which applies condition of tangency for upward parabola, c equals negative am square. Apply that condition and substitute y here. Apply the condition, there is only one root, that means discriminant 0. So you are confirming value of m as 4. You are confirming value of constant, that is minus 4. So that's it, students. So we will further go to the other theory parts and MCQ parts of different conic sections. So I'll meet you in a fresh session on ellipse and hyperbola. Thank you.